She came home with a takeout bag and a story already prepared in her head. I knew that before she even spoke. She walked in smiling, alone, still riding the high of a dinner she just shared with him. Elliot, her boss, the man she always said meant nothing. At first, she didn't notice the silence, the missing shoes by the door, the empty walls where our photos used to be. She kicked off her heels and called out casually, "Vern, you still up?" No answer. The bedroom light was off. The kitchen was empty. The suitcase from under our bed was gone. In the closet, one hanger was still slowly swinging, like it hadn't accepted that I was really gone. I imagined the moment it hit her. When she realized my laptop wasn't on the desk, my slippers weren't under the chair, that I hadn't stepped out, I had erased myself. What she was standing in wasn't a home anymore. It was a shell. I left my wedding ring on her favorite candle, vanilla bergamot, the one she lit when she wanted the house to feel romantic. I pressed the ring into the warm wax and walked away. Earlier that evening, while she sat across from him at a dimly lit table, maybe ordering a second glass of wine, I was quietly packing my life. No tears, no yelling, just calm, deliberate movement, like a man slipping out of his own story. This wasn't the first dinner, just the first one she didn't bother hiding. She wore the red blouse I once complimented, curled her hair the way she used to for our anniversaries. When she got into that black car waiting 2 blocks away, I stood by the window and didn't wave. I already knew the excuses. "He's just my boss. It's a business dinner. You're overthinking again." She was good at turning betrayal into something polite, but even the best lies crack under light, and I'd lived in the dark long enough. While she ordered dessert, I deleted our joint accounts. While she laughed at his stories, I removed my name from the lease. While she smiled at a man who wasn't her husband, I carried the last box of my dignity out the back door. No note, no text, nothing to chase. She came home earlier than expected. Not midnight, just after 10:30. Maybe she didn't stay for dessert. Maybe she finally said no. It didn't matter. The house wasn't home anymore. She probably thought I'd left angry, slammed doors, shouted. But no, I was calm, and that calm would haunt her. I'd been planning this since the day she left her purse open on the kitchen chair. A receipt was sticking out. Dinner for two, wine, a restaurant we'd never gone to together. The same night she claimed she was at a networking event. I didn't confront her. I folded the receipt, slid it into my pocket, and smiled. That smile felt empty. The next morning, she kissed my cheek and said she'd be working late. I watched her leave knowing exactly how the story ended. That's when I pulled out the boxes and started packing. Not the big things first, the sentimental ones. Cards, photos, the mug that said, "Vern Thuck Nora, when forever." Each item weighed more than it should have. By afternoon, the house felt lighter, not emptier, lighter. When I saw another charge on our card, I made the final call. I called my cousin Byron. He didn't ask questions, just said, "I'll leave the porch light on." I cleaned before I left, vacuumed, took out the trash. I wanted her to feel the absence, not chaos. I parked 3 blocks away and waited. I wanted her to walk into the silence first. She called my name once, then again, louder. I watched panic set in as she opened the closet and saw half of it gone. My phone rang over and over. I didn't answer. Her voicemail wasn't an apology, just fear. "You can't just disappear," she said. But I hadn't disappeared. I had finally shown up for myself. That night, lying awake, I replayed every moment I'd ignored. Every lie I'd convinced myself was harmless. By morning, something inside me settled. Then my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "She's been crying all night. Hope you're proud." I knew exactly who it was. That message confirmed everything. It wasn't innocent. He knew. So I gathered proof. Quietly, screenshots, emails, receipts. I didn't want revenge. I wanted truth. I left her a flash drive labeled with our wedding date. No explanation. Just enough to end denial. Weeks later, she stood in front of me with tired eyes and apologies that came too late. She said she still loved me, and for the first time I felt nothing. Now my life is quiet. I drink coffee slowly. I sleep without dreams of her. She didn't break me. She set me free. And if you're listening and feel invisible in your own life, Remember, walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the only way to begin again.